Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I came with the video of the continuation of healthcare delivery system. ఓకేనా సో ఇది పార్ట్ 2 అనమాట. దీంట్లో మనము హాస్పిటల్స్ అండ్ ఇట్స్ టైప్స్ అండ్ ప్రైమరీ హెల్త్ కేర్ గురించి తెలుసుకుంటాం. ఓకే, లెట్స్ గెట్ స్టార్టెడ్. So, hospital, what do you mean by hospital? The hospital is a healthcare institution providing treatment to the patient with specialized staff and equipment. So, the person who is showing the signs and symptoms or feeling sick will admit in the hospital, will provide treatment to that person with the specialized staff and equipment. Who is specialized staff? Here they are like doctors, nurses who are registered or well trained persons. Okay, and hospitals are classified on the based on objectives, administration and WHO. We will see one by one. So based on the objectives, the hospitals are divided into general hospitals, special hospitals and teaching cum research. General hospitals ante entidi? General hospitals are meant to provide a wide range of varied types of health care with limited కెపాసిటీ. అంటే ఇక్కడ బోత్ సెక్సెస్, మేల్ ఫీమేల్, డిఫరెంట్ ఏజెస్ అకార్డింగ్ టు ఎనీ ఏజ్, మెడికల్ కేసెస్, సర్జికల్ కేసెస్, పీడియాట్రిక్స్, ఆబ్స్టెటిక్స్, ఐ, ఇయర్, ఆల్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ సిస్టమ్, అంటే డిపెండ్ ఎవ్రీ సిస్టమ్స్కి ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఇక్కడ దొరుకుతుంది. దట్ హాస్పిటల్స్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ జనరల్ హాస్పిటల్స్. ఓకే, దెన్ స్పెషల్ హాస్పిటల్స్. స్పెషల్ హాస్పిటల్స్ మీన్స్ these hospitals, they limit their services to only a particular conditions, like orthopedics ante only orthopedic cases only they will see, maternity ante only gynec cases only they will look after, then pediatrics, geriatrics, oncology ante oncology only cancer cases only they will see. So there will be a specific in only specific thing. Okay, that is called the special hospitals. Teaching cum research ante it is their college is also attended for medical, nursing, dental, pharmacy education with such hospitals. Main object is only to provide medical care, secondary education and the research. Okay, that is called teaching cum research hospital. Examples like general hospitals ki, if you're seeing in the Telangana state, there is a Usmania General Hospital, Gandhi Hospital. These will come under the general hospital. Special hospitals means ENT hospital, that is only for ear, nose and throat. Sarojini Devi Eye Hospital, that is only for the specialization for eyes. Then chest hospital, that is only for specialization for the TB hospital. Like teaching cum research hospitals means it will come like Gandhi, Usmania hospitals will come under that teaching cum research hospital also. These are the examples of based on the objectives. So based on the administration, the hospitals are divided by government, semi-government, voluntary and private hospitals. So what is government? The name itself it is telling that they are owned, administered and controlled by the government, and the treatment and care for the patients are given by freely. So these are owned by like Ministry of Health, the universities and others. Okay, these are all come under the government sector. Private hospital means it is privately owned or controlled by an individual or group of physicians or citizens or by a private organization, and the purpose is to provide service for profit making. For examples like Apollo Hospital, Star Hospital, etc. Okay, semi-government hospitals. Semi-government hospital, this is run both by the government and the private entity. Okay, so these are run by the companies. For example, NIMS Hospital. Then voluntary agency hospitals, this is not a profitable hospitals, these are run by the voluntary organizations. Okay, the hospitals that are affiliated with the church or special interest groups, for example like Red Cross Society. Okay, so there that hospitals run by a voluntarily. So the aim of these hospitals is community welfare instead of profit making. Okay. According to WHO, that is World Health Organization, hospitals are classified into regional, district, and rural. So this regional means it provide a complex range of treatment and highly specialized services like government medical colleges like Gandhi, Usmania. This all will come. Regional means where the facilities will provided for the all the group of people can come anywhere, any corner of the city or the state they can come. So they will placed in the middle of the city or the state. Then districts means it is district hospitals, typically major healthcare facilities in the locality area. Okay, in this, and this will provide a specialty services mostly in the major district areas. Okay, for example, medicine, surgery, gynec hospitals. Rural means it is a remote hospitals with a small number of beds and limited service capacity will be there, and it should have only 20 to 100 bedded hospital, and mostly first aid treatment and promotive and preventive services will be given by the rural hospitals. So now we will see the functions of hospitals. Means what are the main functions of the hospital? The first thing is the patient care. So the primary function of a hospital is to provide a patient care at the best level. And the second is the medical research. So it will provide an opportunity to medical research and other healthcare activities. And the third is prevention of disease and promotion. Okay, so it will supervise, means it will supervise the health, prevention of diseases and promotion of health. Then investigation and diagnosis, it will investigate and diagnose the sick and injured persons. Then it will provide the pregnant services like antenatal, postnatal services to the pregnant woman, and it will provide the services related to accounting, billing, and budgeting. Okay, means housekeeping, laundry, security, transport, engineering, and maintenance services also will provide by the hospital. And education and training, it will provide education or training to the healthcare providers such as doctors, nurses, and other paramedical staff also. Then rehabilitation services, it will provide rehabilitative services to patients such as physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech language therapy, etc. So these are the functions of the hospital. So now we will see the healthcare team and their roles. Okay, healthcare is a team effort. Each healthcare provider is a like a member of the team with a special role. They they are experts. Okay, according to their qualifications and designations. Now we will see the one by one. The first person is the physician and is primarily responsible for the diagnosis of illness and the medical or surgical treatment of that illness. Okay, so what are the responsibles are there for the physician? First, he will diagnose the illness, okay, and he will give the treatment for the medical and surgical, and he is the authority to admit the patient in the healthcare facilities, and he is the practice care actions such as prescribing the medications, interpreting the results of the lab and diagnostic tests, and performing the procedures and the surgeries. So these are the works who are responsible by the physician. Okay, and the second is the nurse. Nurse will supervise and coordinate direct care to the patients and the families. Okay, they teach the patient and family self care. Okay, and nurses also coordinate the service of other healthcare providers. Next, the third member is physical therapist. He seeks to restore the function or to prevent further disability in a patient after an injury or illness. Physical therapists use various techniques to treat patients including massage, heat, cold, water, sonar waves, exercises, and electrical stimulation. And the next one is the occupational therapist. He will evaluate the patient's functional level and teaching activities to promote self-care in the activities of daily living. He will assess the home for safety and provide adaptive equipment as necessary. Next is the social worker. As we know that health is the in the four aspects like physical, mental, social well-being. Okay. So here the social worker will assist the patients and families in dealing with the social, emotional and environmental factors that affect their well-being. They make referrals to appropriate community resources and provide assistance with securing equipment and supplies as well as with health care. And the next is the pharmacist. He is the licensed to formulate and dispense medications. He is also responsible for keeping a file of all patients' medications. The pharmacist is an excellent resource for information related to medications for both patients and nurses. And the next one is the respiratory therapist. He is trained in techniques that improve pulmonary function and oxygenation, and he may also be responsible for administrating a variety of tests that measures lung function and for educating the patient about the use of various devices and machines prescribed by the healthcare provider. And the next one is the dietitian. A registered dietitian manages and plans for the dietary needs of patients based on knowledge about all aspects of nutrition. So, what do you mean by health care? Means primary health care. It is a first level of contact with the national health system for individual, families and community, bringing healthcare as close as possible to where people live and work. And it is, we will meet the ground level of people to meet their needs, which is helpful for their maintenance of health. And it mainly addresses the broader determinants of health and focuses on the comprehensive and interrelated aspects of physical, mental and social health and well-being. And it provides holistic care of health needs throughout the lifespan, not just for a set of specific diseases. So there are some principles of primary health care. Means based on these principles, the primary health care will runs. So what are their principles? The first one is equitable distribution. Second is community participation. So what do you mean by equitable distribution? So it is the health services must be shared equally by all people irrespective of their ability to pay. Rich or poor, rural or urban must have access to health services. Primary health care aims to readdress this imbalance by shifting the center of gravity of the healthcare system from cities to the rural areas and bring these services as close as possible to people's home. And second one is community participation. So what is it? Involvement of the individuals and community in the promotion of their own health and welfare is an essential ingredient of the primary health care. So it must be a continuing effort to secure meaningful involvement of the community in planning, implementing and maintenance of health services. How we can do? Such as using the manpower, money and materials. For example, using the individuals for training dayas. Okay, individuals we are training the dayas is the one of the example has been successfully tried in India. They will selected by the local community and trained locally in the delivery of primary health care to the community they belong. By overcoming cultural and communication barriers, they provide primary health care in ways that are acceptable to the community. The third one is intersectoral coordination. So, what it is, by increasing the realization that health for all cannot be provided by the health sector alone, because the declaration of the Alma Ata states that primary health care involves, in addition to the health sector, all related sectors and aspects of the national and community development, in particular agriculture, animal husbandry, food, industry, education, housing, public works, communication, and other sectors. To achieve such cooperation, countries may have to review their administrative system, reallocate their resources, and introduce suitable legislation to ensure that coordination can take place. This requires a strong political will to translate values into action. And appropriate technology means technology that is scientifically sound, adaptable to local needs, and acceptable by community and individuals. So, how the government is going to deliver this primary health care? So, health services should be organized to meet the need of entire population, not merely the selected group. So, that's why the healthcare organization is divided into three levels in order to provide the health services. So, what are they? Primary, secondary, and tertiary level. So, in the primary, what the care we will give means, in this first level of contact of individuals and the community with the health system. Here, care is provided by the subcenters, okay, subcenters and the primary health care centers by ANMs, ASHA workers, Anganwadi workers, village health guide, and traditional birth attendant, that is Dayas. And in the secondary level of prevention, in this level more complex problems are taken care, mostly which requires a secondary level of preventive and curative services. These services are provided at district hospitals and community health centers, and it provides the first referral levels. And the third one is the tertiary level. In this level of healthcare is provided at the state or regional or central level institutions. It requires specific facilities and highly specialized healthcare professionals. This institution serves as a referral units for primary and the secondary levels. Now we are going to see the elements where the healthcare facilities will be provided for the individuals and the communities, as well as we will going to see the role of a nurse in the primary healthcare. Okay, the first one is the immunization. In this, we have to educate the individuals and community regarding importance and the schedule of immunization for children and pregnant ladies, and have to regular monitoring of implementation of immunization programs by nurse and the healthcare providers. And the second one is provision of essential drugs. The nurse should be aware of the resources and facilities for getting essential drugs to inform the client within a short span of time. And the third one is the first aid services. Okay, the PSCs are going to provide the emergency treatments and primary care provided by the nurses, help to reduce the morbidity and mortality rates. And the nurse have been trained to treat these patients under a physician standing orders. And the next one is the education. It is an integral part of all health services, and hence all health personnel including nurses are responsible for educating people as to how they can improve their health. The community health nurse has to play an important role in organizing appropriate health education programs according to the needs of the community with the help of coordination. And the next one is MCH care, that is maternal and child health care including family planning. Here the community health nurses are assigned to carry out maternal and child health care, which includes antenatal, perinatal and postnatal care. And the next one is the safe water and basic sanitation. So you have to educate the people regarding hygienic practices, personal habits, safe drinking water, germ theory, causes of insanitation, garbage disposable, etc. These all will include in the water supply and the basic sanitation. And endemic diseases, that is to prevention and control of endemic diseases. So there should be a proper collection of data regarding communicable diseases by healthcare providers, and the healthcare providers has to be visit and follow up care and provide surveillance over the target population. And the next last one is the food supply and proper nutrition. So the community health nurse has to provide essential health services, which includes the growth charts in children, making provision for the supply of iodized salt, vitamin A supplements, supplementary food for malnourished child in collaboration with other members of the health team, prevention and treatment of diarrheal diseases, educating regarding adequate child spacing, promoting longer breastfeeding and safe weaning practices. These all will come under food supply and proper nutrition, and this all care will be provided by the primary health care centers by nurse. So this is about the hospital and its types, primary health care and its delivery role of a nurse. I hope you people all understood the topic. Still, if you have any queries and doubts, comment me. I will clarify it. Until then, we will meet in the next video. Tata. Bye bye.